Feedback has been an evolving process for myself. I still remember when I first submitted a university essay, I thought it was one of my life's best work. I still remember that while I was preparing for that essay, I thought I would at least receive a high distinction. And to my surprise, when I received the results, my entire paper was covered in red marks, providing me possible recommendations.
As an international student, writing essays in a foreign language was a massive challenge for me. So my first essay at UNSW was really bad, and I got a lot of feedback from the tutor, specifically pointing out that I need to improve my essay structure. So at the first, I was so stressed and confused because I thought everything was perfect.
For example, I believe early on when I was first starting out uni in my first year, I remember a course, it was BABS 1201, and during this assignment we had to do a scientific literature review. So obviously, knowing that coming into uni from high school, I have obviously not read any scientific papers at all, so I had no idea what I was looking at. I didn't understand a word they were saying, and I had to somehow evaluate this person's writing who I don't know in the first place. So for me, after doing that report, I tried the best that I could. I tried doing it with some of my friends, and they also didn't know what was happening, so that was quite funny.
I remember that I was quite frustrated at that time, as any student would be. I considered just quitting and not considering feedback, because what was the point? Like, everything was just covered in red. And I remember I took some time to actually sit down and kind of get over the fact that, oh, the feedback wasn't that good. But after that, I actually ended up going through each recommendation that was stated in the feedback, and along with that, I actually went through and marked down the insights that I thought were not that helpful or were a bit confusing, because I thought I had already done that in my essay. So for that, I actually ended up seeking support from the academic staff and the tutors, who guided me towards possible recommendations or possible approaches of fixing those issues in my writing.
After face-to-face consultation with my tutor, she gave me lots of constructive criticism and suggestions on how I can better structure my essay, which was really helpful. Afterwards, I went to the UNSW Academic Skills, and the staff there was very patient and gave me step-by-step advice. So with all the feedback I received, I greatly improved my essay writing skills in a short period of time, and my studies and marks benefit from that to this day.
But at the end, we were very lucky to have been able to have the opportunity to submit a draft. And from that draft, we were able to receive feedback. So my feedback in particular, I still remember it. It was the fact that my writing of the scientific literature review was often too discursive and too general. So for me, I really took those points and I really dug deep into why that might have happened, because usually my writing is not like that. So I'm confused as to why it is now. And I found that it was probably due to me not having the best level of understanding of the content, and I was pretty much going at it very superficially and not digging too deep into it when I really should have, since it's a review. So after adopting that feedback and really submitting the final form of the draft or the final submission, I was very lucky to have received a mark that I was quite proud of, and that the feedback actually helped me do that. So I guess from someone that was just starting uni from high school and not knowing what was happening, that feedback directly helped me do better in my assignment. So I was very thankful for that.
And it has inspired me to strive for my personal performance and create good habits of reflection, analysis, and learning from others. It also opened up new avenues for my learning and accelerated my success in life.